What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my top 10 open Mr. Olympia predictions. I've just arrived in Vegas today, got in a sick workout, and already met some amazing competitors. So I'm going to be giving you my top 10 list. So again, like my classic physique tier list or whatever, not tier list, predictions, this is all very subjective. I can totally see arguments for other guys, being in other places, and by no means is this accurate or whatever. If this actually is how it, comes out to be, then man, I'm freaking good at guessing. Holy shit. But this is what I think is going to happen based off what I've seen so far. So in 10th place, I'm going to go with Urs Kalazensky. I've seen very mixed opinions on him. Some people, I see him having him as high as 6th or 7th. Some not going to crack the top 10. Personally, I do think he can get top 10. I think he has an amazing physique. And I think for him, it's just he needs a little bit more size. He's not quite big enough, but give him a couple more years, and I definitely think he can get there. I think his quads and his legs are amazing. I think he really needs to improve his back, though, but if he can do that, I can definitely see him climbing through the ranks. In 9th place, I'm going to go with Rubiel Mosquera. Now, I think this guy has one of the freakiest physiques on stage. The only downsides for me in his physique are it's not the most aesthetic and it's not really pleasing, and he also doesn't bring in the craziest conditioning, but he does have a lot of size, so I do think the size can push him through the ranks, but without the crazy conditioning and the aesthetics, I don't see him placing that much higher.
All right, sorry about that. I had to prop up the camera because my arm was starting to hurt from holding it. But in 8th place, I'm going to go with Brandon Curry. Brandon Curry, obviously a former Mr. Olympia champion, won the 2019 Mr. Olympia, and he has a great physique. The only thing is he doesn't really have the size in the legs. That's been a weakness for him in his entire career, but he does have great arms, one of the best upper bodies up there, and with that small waist, I do think he can beat Rubiel Mosquera because of his crazy aesthetics, but he's definitely losing in the size of the legs, so I don't really see him getting any higher in 8th. If he comes really, really on and some people come off, I do think he can, get a little bit better, but I'm predicting the guy gets 8. In 7th place, I know this is probably going to be a shocker for a lot of you, but I'm going to go with Andrew Jack. Andrew Jack, if I just had to pick one guy's physique, if I had to look like one guy up there, I'd probably pick Andrew Jack. Does that mean he should win, though? No, unfortunately not. Andrew Jack, to me, has some of the best genetics, but bro never brings the conditioning. Sorry, he's never 100% brought it to a show, and he also doesn't have the size in his legs, and I also think in comparison to a lot of the other guys, he's not that great of a poser. So although I think his physique is fantastic, I think he's going to fall down to 7th this year with some of the competition that's, presented at this Olympia. In 6th place, I'm going to go with Good Vito. This guy's front and side poses, I think are absolutely fantastic. I think it falls a little bit behind when he turns to the rear. I think, his lats have a little bit higher insertions. His back is not as full, thick, and dense as someone like Derek Lunsford or anything like that. So while I think from the front and side he's amazing, I just think his back is going to hold him back. Ironically, no pun intended. But so I think he's got a great physique, and if he can develop that back a little bit more, I think he definitely has a shot at the Olympia, but I've got him in 6th this year. In 5th place, we're going with Martin Fitzwater. Now, the thing with Martin, though, is I'm predicting Martin is going to come on. The last two shows, Pittsburgh and Prague, he came quite off. He still did decently well at those shows because the competition wasn't as great as it's going to be now. But if he brings it, I think he can get fifth, but if he doesn't, then I can totally see him dropping a couple more placings. I think he's got a great physique. However, I don't think his back is as, wide as you'd want it to be, and I think that really hurts him in like the front lat spread, the back double bicep, and the back lat spread. So although I think his legs and his overall shape is very good, I don't really see him breaking in the top 4 this year. All right, and the next top 4 I got, these top 4 can really be shuffled around anywhere, and that's Samson, Hadi, Nick, and Derek. But for 4th place, I'm gonna go Derek Lunsford. Now, personally, I am rooting for Derek Lunsford to win this show. I want Derek to win, but do I think he's going to? I don't think so. Looking at what he brought in Pittsburgh and how close it was with him and Nick, and looking at some of Nick Walker's updates, I think Nick is improving a lot, and seeing Derek's updates, I'm not super convinced, although I would love to be proven wrong because I absolutely love his physique. His back poses are amazing. He's got the best back on stage. So look for Derek to definitely be in the running for the Olympia, but I got him in 4th this year. 3rd place, I'm going with the mutant Nick Walker. This guy brings in the size and the conditioning. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the small waist, at least from the front anyway. In my opinion, he's pretty much losing all the front poses. I think especially I would say the front double and the front lat spread. I think he's definitely losing that to Derek, Hadi, and Samson. Now, I think his side and back shots are really what's going to carry him here. I do think he has the best back double bicep in the pro league. Yes, even better than Derek Lunsford. Although Derek has a better back, I think Nick has better limbs to go along with that back. So look for Nick to get 3rd place. In 2nd place, I'm going with Hadi Chopin. I think this guy brings it every single time. Even when Hadi's off, he's not really off because he's always so conditioned from the front. He's got crazy abs, crazy obliques, and the chest striations are unreal. I really like his physique because of how conditioned he is. I don't think it's going to be enough to win because he doesn't have the prettiest frame ever, but if he comes really on and Nick Samson, Derek, or Nick come off, I do think he definitely has a shot of winning. In 1st place, I'm going to go with Samson Dauda, the reigning Mr. Olympia champion. I just think if you had to bet your life on it, I think it's safe to say Samson will repeat from last year. I think overall he has the best X frame, and I also think, he has had a couple issues with conditioning, but I want to give him the benefit of the doubt this year to think that he is going to finally really solve the conditioning and really bring it to the stage. If he becomes in soft again, I totally see him, coming in 2nd, 3rd, or 4th place. But if he brings even, I would think, similar conditioning to last year with more size and with that shape, I think he can repeat as the Mr. Olympia champion. All right, guys, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Do I have it wrong? Do I have it right? Let me know. I want to give a couple honorable mentions. I think William Bonac is also could be in the conversation for top 10 and stuff like that. I just don't think he has the prettiest physique, so I'm not sure if that's going to happen this year. I also want to give an honorable mention to Sasan and Regan Grimes. I think they both competed in Toronto, and I think they're also very good, but unfortunately, in my opinion, I just don't see them breaking into that top 10 this year, but could be proven wrong. Don't know. That's what predictions are for. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you agree with me. And yeah, can't wait to watch the Olympia in 2 days for the Men's Open. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.